how much do you look at an Amazon Prime Day and say, this is new money getting spent with Amazon, and how much do you say it's actually being pulled forward? I mean, that's sort of one of the questions we've been asking over the last 48 hours.
We think a big component of it is new spending to Amazon. Obviously, some of this might be back-to-school shopping that got pulled forward a little bit, but they're creating real excitement. They're trying to introduce new products. And so we think it's another example of how Amazon can continue to take share in retail.
And in terms of new Prime memberships as a function of this?
That's obviously a big component of what they focused on. It's probably less important than it has been in previous Prime days. I mean,
so you think this is more of a loyalty, let's prevent churn play? Or is this more of a let's actually attract new customers to the Prime program?
Certainly a little bit of both, but I think they're trying to reduce churn. You're creating excitement around the event. They had music this year, and so it reinforces to that Prime customer that this is the best value in retail today.
Do you think that people are buying Prime right now for the video service or for the shipping?
Predominantly for shipping, but increasingly as they add more value to video, have more exclusive content, more movies, over time, they're just another component of why you would never cancel your Prime membership.
And how are you thinking about Amazon now relative to Target, relative to Walmart?
Look, I think one of the things that Walmart and Target very successfully identified was this is a time where the consumer has shopping on the mind now, and that's all due to Amazon, but they've gotten behind Prime Day. They're having great deals as well. They're also leaning into the stores quite a bit, which I think is a differentiator versus someone like an Amazon. So I think the three of them have created what will be a pretty successful event.
What do you make, by the way, of just these numbers that we were hearing from both from Rick and Steve in terms of the strength of the consumer and how maybe they didn't get the message that things were supposed to be slowing down?
The consumer is in great shape. You know, you have unemployment very low. You have real strong wage gains. And probably what's important is companies haven't really taken up pricing yet as a result of tariffs. So you haven't really felt the negative impact of that. And so this is really ideal time for the consumer today.
Tech question or tech lash question for you. You know, we've been having a big discussion, and it's happening in Washington right now, about whether these companies are going to get broken up or there's competitive issues. Do you think the other guys on that screen, Walmart, Home Depot, Best Buy, Target, are going to be talking to the DOJ, the FTC, and everybody else and try to gang up on Amazon? I mean, do you think that's where this is going next?
I wouldn't doubt that behind closed doors, they're not advocating for some kind of ring fencing around Amazon. Whether they'll be successful or not remains to be seen. But they want to compete with Amazon, the retailer, not Amazon, the retail, AWS, and probably other thing juggernaut.
But do you think that the pushback or the pushback against Amazon is coming from the big guys, or do you think it's coming from the smaller either manufacturer or retailer who's trying to use Amazon as a platform but now thinks that Amazon isn't a platform for them but it's competition?
I think it's coming from all angles, and I think certainly those in D.C. are responsive to that small consumer, that small business, as well as some of these very large businesses.
So as you analyze Amazon and how much that company is worth, how do you factor in, how do you model out this D.C. piece of it?
Yeah, look, it's certainly something that's a little bit of a headwind to the business. It hasn't inhibited them yet, but clearly they're going to have to be very careful as they navigate these waters. If
you could buy Amazon, Walmart, or Target, you only get one. What do you do?
Today, I think Target has incredible value.
Target
does. You know, they've made some incredible inroads with their product. You know, the stock is the least expensive among the three of them, and we think that, you know, they've finally fixed this online business. So.